All right.
Beer in the Woods, we're back. We got the fire going. It is still raining a little bit. Christ almighty, too. It's late June, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's raining.
Yep, it's raining. But you know what? That's not going to stop us from having some beers. So right now, we got some Bodies. One of our all-time favorites ever. Ooh.
Ooh, that's kind of...
There we go.
Nitro.
Oh, yeah. You gotta love the roll of the nitro. I don't know if we're gonna get it on camera or not.
Yeah, let's do mine. Yeah, that turns pretty fucking white for a while.
Yeah, it's beautiful roll in it.
Better in person. Here we go. Look at mine. Yeah.
Put down. Down. There we go. Ah, beautiful color. Look at that golden straw color rolling out. Oh man, I love Boddingtons.
Good fucking shit. Look at the head on that.
Oh yeah.
Fucking just
creamy as hell.
Yeah.
Boddingtons is the shit. Alright, so we'll turn it around. We'll come back, we'll talk about it a little bit. Beer in the Woods, baby. So this installment of Beer in the Woods is one of our absolute all-time favorites. And that's Boddington's good old pub ale.
Yeah.
Yep, it's all it is just a regular working man's pale ale. It's nitro in the can with a widget. Greatest stuff. God damn it, I love Boddington's.
Yeah.
This is my second favorite for import beers anyway.
Right.
To Newcastle.
Okay.
Newcastle's
gotcha.
my number one.
Newcastle's
This is
pretty
my
damn good,
second.
too.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck
I know.
yeah.
Samuel Smith has some good stuff though, like the Nut Brown,
Yeah,
the Taddy Porter.
I remember. Yep.
Their oatmeal stout's really good.
God, we're gonna have to
Fuller's
do more
IPA.
reviews on those.
No shit.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
Sidetracked. Beer talk.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's
So-
what happens after you have a few hams before you start this out, right?
Yes, sir.
But look, Boddington's, man, there is just no mistaking. Look at that beautiful straw color. Actually, once you get a full pint of it too, you're looking at a little
The
bit
head's
of a
looking a little good too.
kind of a it's very creamy. Holds the whole time too. I mean, we're talking about nitrogen, right? So this is carbonated with an Allegal. It's a nitrogen carbon dioxide blend, and usually you have around 20 to 40% nitro, usually right in that 30%. Nitrogen, though, you have to carbonate at a much higher pounds per square inch. So
Right,
it's a higher pressure. So when you carbonate beer normally with just CO2, you carbonate it at around 16 pounds, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, nitrogen is less soluble in solution. So
Right.
to get it to go into the beer, you're up around 32, 33 pounds. So it's a lot higher pressure when you're carbonating this to begin with. So when you release that, or when you pull the tap or whatever, how it comes out of the solution and starts to roll up out of the beer, that's because it's not very soluble.
Right.
That gas is not like CO2. It wants to come out of that solution. So this is the effect you get out of that. And you get it more violently, and you get that creamy head because it's at 32, 33 pounds versus 16, right? So that's all part of the experience, just like a Guinness, just like anything else that's nitro. But god damn,
When you get when it also what it does with the beer is when you're used to the carbonated type of beer, right? It's a tongue, kind of has a little tickle to it, if that makes sense. This is just smooth,
much softer,
like straight, like
absolutely
almost
much softer.
I can't explain. I was gonna say syrupy, but that's not the correct term. But it's
it's much softer. It's much more balanced. But as a pale ale, we're talking about an English style pale ale, right? A little bit lower in the booze. We can drink several of these without getting seriously messed up. Lower in the hops, right? But a good malty kind of balance to it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, very easy drinking, smooth beer.
Yeah.
Almost a honey type of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. And it's got a nice little aftertaste zing to it as well. It's not like overpowering or anything.
Almost just a smidge of a caramel, just a hint of caramel at the end on the finish. A little bit like a watery Newcastle almost, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, yeah. I mean, the way it sits on the tongue, it just like it's like the flavor goes into the tongue. It's weird. It's just, I don't know. It's a different...
Yeah, the bitterness hits you in a couple of different areas, too. It's almost like a tinny type of bitter. Very,
cool.
very English.
It's cool. I love it. English, yes.
Hi. God damn. I love it.
English descent, so any of these are my deal.
Good stuff, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Boddingtons.
Every time, dude.
Absolutely 100% recommend the Boddingtons.
Yep.
Great beer.
Yeah,
English hops, English malt.
Bringing these glasses out here was a good idea.
Indeed.
I'm surprised they haven't broke, but...
Yeah, well, so we patted them in the packs and we brought them in. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't a huge deal, but... Yeah, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to have glasses out in the woods. I mean, we've never done it before. We usually drink out of the stainless mug or out of the bottle or whatever. Right. But yeah.
Well, I guess if you want, we can shoot these fuckers later.
I don't know. I don't know if the fetching Mrs. Weaver would be too appreciative of that.
Well, you want to test it out?
You know, it's so much goddamn fun to do these beer reviews, and the lighting's terrible, and you know, people are watching this going, "Oh my god, I'm getting sick watching these assholes," and
but
it's probably just as much for our enjoyment as, you know, anybody else.
Oh, you know, first of all, we're both very much beer connoisseurs and obviously woodsy people, so we're putting our passions together here.
True.
And we're getting this done as any other man should. So
agreed.
It's like
thing we do, but
here we are.
All right. Hey. Beer in the woods.
It's hams.
Indeed. Manchester Ale, 1853 is when they started brewing it in Manchester. They stopped brewing it in 2004 or 5. InBev owns it now, like fucking everything else. In 2012, I believe it was no longer produced in Manchester at all. Same old beer, though. I mean, I used to drink this back in the early 90s when we could first really start to get it in parts of the Northwest in the States. I mean, there's no difference to me at all. I don't think the widget started, though, till, 97, 99, like late 90s. When we could get the widget cans. But yeah, just a great working man's pale ale. Drinking it around 40 degrees, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Excellent stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
I love the working man's English beers. I love brown ales. I love the just awesome pale ales. Like this one, especially if they're nitro. Nitro stuff is great. But yeah, Boddington's for sure.
There's so many others I want to try as well. This is definitely on top.
Yep.
I mean, this is...
Cream of Manchester.
Great.